Hi guys! I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm having a day where I have an exam. Hooray. That's kind of what I want to talk about. Not exams, but I want to talk about the education system in North America, specifically Canada, because I can't really speak with any great knowledge about most other systems. Um, Now, education is, I think it's important. I love learning. Learning is fantastic. But I think the education system is ridiculously broken, especially in North America um, and a couple other countries that have such obscenely high amounts of tuition to pay for a year. Um, these really high tuition rates. To give an example, by the time I'm done my school, I will owe a minimum of $70,000, which I have to pay back with interest. Um, I know that the American system is much, much worse price wise, and I know that there's some other universities that are a little bit more expensive as well. Um, but this cost puts a really, really, really big strain on anybody who has to pay for their own education, like me. Um, and it also puts a really big strain on parents who may not be white collar workers or have professional jobs, forcing them to take out loans, bank loans, student loans, second mortgages, and all kinds of financial burdens just to have a piece of paper that society has decided is absolutely mandatory to get pretty much any job that is outside of McDonald's. Um, and I think that's a little bit ridiculous. The fact that students then have to pay back the student loans with interest. It's the interest that fucking kills me. Because by the time I'm done paying back my 70,000, I'm gonna actually have ended up paying back 110, 110 maybe if I'm lucky. If I get it paid back pretty soon, if I get a decent job, which don't really seem to exist anymore somehow, because all you fuckers above 50 don't want to retire. Anyways, um, I'm I think that we as a society, the fact that we let universities and higher institutions of higher education financially cripple people at such a young age. I know people who are 25 and will have debt for the rest of their lives because of education. I am older than that and I'm going to have the debt of education for the rest of my life because I will never be able to pay that back. Not and still be able to actually afford living costs. Um, and we as a society let this happen. Institutions and the financial freedoms that they have, we as a society let them have it. Think about it. Society is a human construct. We create society as we live in it and, as a process. We also allow the university and education system to gouge us of money instead of being government funded like it is in many northern European countries and Scandinavia. They have free education because they, as a government and as a society, have decided that education is more important than having than a educational institution making obscene amounts of money. I don't know about you, but I think this is a pretty shitty system that we're in. The fact that we have to pay student loans, interest on student loans, student fees, books, rent, etc., for 4 to 5 years to have a piece of paper, to get a job, to pay back the money that we borrowed, that is not good for the economy. When you think about it, all the extra money that any of the university graduates who took out a loan, all their extra money, all their play money, is going to be going to pay back their student loans and therefore give the government more money to fucking waste on wars and shit instead of actually going into the economy and getting more people, more jobs, better paying jobs with better hours and a higher minimum wage. And I'm not excluding myself here, let them do it. you ever wanted to feel like a fucking idiot, go to university. Pay all that money. Because I can assure you, I almost don't feel like it's worth it. $70,000 for a piece of paper to give the government more money. Whoop-a-dee-doo! Anyways, whatever. I have to go write an exam for my school, for my fantastic piece of paper. Alright, see you guys next week.